Porsche these days does SUVs, it does limousines, and of course it does sports cars. Some are fast, some are really fast, and some are seriously fast. Then there's this. Meet the 911 GT2 RS, the pinnacle of Porsche's broad 911 range, the fastest car ever to wear a 911 badge. It takes all the best bits of the 911 GT3 RS and mixes them with the turbocharged goodness from the 911 Turbo S. Fast made faster. It pumps out 515 kilowatts or 700 horsepower in the old money. Even better, the 750 newton meters of torque, so it pulls incredibly strongly from only a few thousand revs. One area the GT2 follows the GT3 philosophy closely is with sending drive only to the rear wheels. Yep, the GT2 RS is quick. It'll hit 100 k's an hour in 2.8 seconds and takes only 5.5 seconds to double that speed. When it comes to straight line performance, there are quicker cars out there. Top speed is 340 k's an hour, and that is electronically limited, mainly because the tyres aren't designed to do more than that. Oh, and Porsche engineers decided that 340 k's an hour was probably enough. One thing I love about the GT2 is that everything has a point and a purpose. It's there for a reason. From the enormous rear wing on the back to every scallop and curve, every air intake. The vents at the back, for example, not only to cool the engine but also to feed heaps of fresh air into it. Side pods to get air into the intercoolers, which are bigger than ever. And you've even got ducts on the bonnet. They're not just there for show, they are there to feed fresh air into those enormous front brakes. We're at Portimão in Portugal, 4.7 kilometres of the fastest, most challenging racetrack you'll find anywhere. I'll get to the price soon, but for now it is all about the track, which is sort of like the GT2's second home. This thing has an immense amount of grip, but even then you can still spin those rear tyres. The GT2 has a little bit of animal, and that's a good thing. Still got that 911 thing where wants to understeer a bit if you push it in too hard, but get it right. And the grip's amazing. And the way it piles on speed down the straight is phenomenal. 290. And the only thing more impressive is the way it stops. Those brakes are incredible. It's all about going faster on a track. Aussie F1 ace and former LMP champion Mark Webber was heavily involved in tweaking and tuning it to create a car he thought was so good he popped down a deposit. Hanging out behind those rear wheels is a 3.8 litre engine. It's the same basic engine that's in the 911 Turbo, but with bigger turbochargers. It's also got bigger intercoolers. There's also a water spray system on those intercoolers. It's all designed to lower the intake temperatures, in turn upping the power. And it all drives through a 7-speed twin clutch automatic. Why no manual? Because humans simply cannot shift fast enough. Which I sort of understand. Real race car thinking then. But it's still a lot of power to get to 2 rear tyres. Although they're not your average rear tyres. They are super sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. Each of them 325 millimetres wide. And it gets noisy pretty quickly in here. The GT2 is not your comfy everyday cruiser. There's a fair bit of noise going on, starting with the road noise. You're also going to hear some clanks and clangs going on. You basically hear all these little mechanical things. Then the brakes, you hear them working. You get that sort of scraping from the carbon ceramics when you're slowing in traffic. Now, none of those noises are particularly sexy, not even the engine, but they're all purposeful and you know they're there for a reason. And once you get shoved back into those carbon fibre seats, it's a pretty cool reminder of why it is the way it is. Part of the performance comes courtesy of an intense focus on lowering the weight of the car, hence no four-wheel drive system. That alone saves about 50 kilos. The roof is made of titanium, even the glass has been thinned to make it that fraction lighter. And if you want it even lighter, you can choose the Weissach pack, named after Porsche's development centre. It gets a bunch of even lighter components, including forged magnesium wheels, a carbon fibre roof, carbon fibre stabiliser bars, carbon fibre gearshift paddles, even lighter, lightweight carpet with special cutouts. all with the aim of saving a couple of $100 grand, none of which comes cheap. Think $645,000 not cheap, which is about triple the price of the basic 911 it's based on. That Visac pack, it's an extra 70 grand.
For that, you get a car that is guaranteed to make you smile. Sure, you can whinge about the compromises made to comfort, but that is completely missing the point of the GT2. It's about speed, extreme speed. It's about exploring the incredible attention to detail that's bubbling away in every single nut and bolt. Yet at the same time, it demands attention, it demands respect if you want to get the best out of it. The ultimate 911, it's certainly the fastest and the most engaging. For many, that'll be enough.